So here at Kroger and with retail media networks as a whole, what we're seeing is that every brand's advertising budget is under pressure right now. They need to prove performance. And advertisers are looking for those solutions so that they can help reduce waste and reach the right people at the right time. And that's through better targeting and better measurement and optimizations. So retail media networks as a whole offer that solution. We're able to share not just the traditional media networks, media metrics that they're used to seeing, but also business outcomes and business impact to the bottom line. So it is using the loyalty programs that retailers have to deterministically target consumers, and then on the back end, match those media exposures to an offline activity like a sale. And so we're seeing that this is having a profound impact on the media industry as a whole, and it's truly transformational. And so we're setting new expectations for media in the industry so that they can truly hold their media accountable to business outcomes. Specifically with KPM and Kroger, we have two areas of focus right now. One that we've been very busy with is our Kroger private marketplace that we launched at the end of last year. It's our self-service programmatic platform. What we've been able to do here is create a platform that is DSP agnostic. We want you to be able to use your existing tech stack. And how we do that is we've created a platform that advertisers can go in, they can curate their audiences and curate their inventory, pair that together to then take to their DSP of choice, use their existing parameters that they have in reporting from a media standpoint, and we're able to provide to them on the back end how that media performed against business outcomes. This is truly unique because we're not looking to create another walled garden. We are DSP agnostic, as I mentioned. And we launched with display inventory. We've recently added video, and we are expanding this to connected TV as well shortly. Additionally, we are very, very focused on our collaboration with Roku. We've been working with them for 2 years now, and we're able to leverage the over 60 million households that we have here at Kroger with the over 60 million households that Roku has with their active accounts, and deterministically target consumers based off of what they purchase, run campaigns on Roku, and then on the back end, match that to an outcome, whether or not they purchase the product.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Roku, because in the past couple of years, we've seen a significant shift in viewer habits with the growth in streaming and connected TV. So I was curious to hear more about what you think about connected TV advertising, what some of the big opportunities there are for retailers and consumer packaged goods brands.
Yeah, so connected TV, I view as something that's essential to a media plan. It's been foundationally used as an extension of linear, which totally understand why. The issues, though, is that we've seen a lot of the same planning principles be carried over. And some of those are great, like managing reach and frequency and looking at the right content. But we've also pulled over things like demo targeting and measurement of just impressions, and not utilizing CTV for what it's created to do and what its ability is. So we have a great opportunity to leverage smarter data across the entire ecosystem. But also, I just want to mention, we do need to maintain privacy. So here at KPM, we are doing just that. We have a robust loyalty card program that's been around about over a decade now, and that helps to fuel KPM, Kroger Precision Marketing. We have, like I mentioned, over 60 million households that are feeding into this, and it's extremely robust. I mean, these households are using their cards, and we're capturing about 96% of all sales in store and online, which is unheard of. And we're seeing that because we have a value exchange with the consumer. They are are scanning their cards in order to get personalized coupons, different rewards, fuel points, and all of the like, as well as we're bringing to them relevant content, whether that's through our owned and operated properties or through our publisher partnerships with publishers like Facebook or Pinterest or Pandora or our friends at Roku. And so with all of that, we're seeing that we're able to truly connect with the consumer. So we're not just doing that with targeting, we're also bringing meaningful sales metrics, like I mentioned earlier, household penetration, category share shift, and incremental and attributable sales. We're seeing great results overall, and specifically working with Roku. We recently worked with them and Neutrogena to put together a campaign. Neutrogena, pandemic, people aren't going out and putting on makeup a ton. They don't have to, go out for dinner. They don't have to go into the office, but Neutrogena has these great face wipes that help to cleanse your face that were typically used to remove makeup. So they needed to reposition the product and wanted to make sure they were reaching the right people and wanted to see how it performed. So we worked with them and we were able to help them grow their household penetration by 8%. Which is huge. And they were able to truly hold that media accountable. So as a brand, whether it's CPG or otherwise, you can leverage KPM to reach the right consumers and do what I just mentioned with our various partnerships, but also CPGs should be looking at using their own first-party data to complement, bring some relevancy to the consumer and use it to either target one-to-one if you have scale, and if you don't, use it to at least model so that you're influencing what you're purchasing from a media standpoint. This is the step in the right direction and will help to harness the digital power of CTV.
Now, drilling down a bit more into CTV, what role do things like inventory transparency, such as program level metadata and lower funnel attribution play?
Yeah, great question. So inventory transparency, I feel like we hear a lot about today. And there are some issues here with it because the tech with CTV was not set up to share that information. I mean, we're used to in linear TV getting post logs and seeing every single program that our spots ran in. And so CTV wasn't set up that way. They were set up so that the data would dictate based off of who you're trying to target, what content is relevant to them. And I agree with that, and that's great. But I think we still need to find a way to have it more commonplace that we see more transparency into the program level information. And part of that is because with CTV, we're paying high CPMs. I mean, these are significant CPMs compared to what we're used to in other places because it is that one-to-one connection. And you want to ensure that you are also securing equally high quality content. You don't want to pay a significant CPM and then see that your spot ran in a fireplace simulation or a screensaver. That's not what we're looking for. So it's more of just having that comfort level that you can see where your stuff is running. And then what you can do today, because that tech isn't necessarily available consistently across the industry, is put in safeguards. And we're really happy that our friends at Roku do this, where they have their Roku audience network that they only insert ads on the top 100 ad supported apps. And so that ensures that you're running in quality content. Your other question about attribution, this is what brands are looking for today. They need those brand dollars working harder, and they have those high expectations for campaign measurement and optimization. So this is where metrics for sales and acquisition are key, and that's something that we focus on at KPM.